How is everybody? It's a beautiful day so far. It's a little humid here, but the mowers are going on the background, and we're having a lovely day so far. How is everybody? Got a lot of things to discuss. Hopefully you can hear me. I have my finger over that. Let me go get my holder. Let me get my holder. I've got to get it. Let's see. Here we go. I've got my holder. Nala, are you coming out with me? She chickened out before. She just didn't feel like it, I guess. Are you coming out? No? Okay, you stay with Daddy. That's unusual. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Remember to guard your, whoops. Remember to guard your privacy. We've got one person on. I bet I know who one of those people are. Okay. Here we are. It's backwards. Whoa, whoa. I did that wrong. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Going for a little Ferris ride. Good morning, Christine. How are you? Make sure when you come in you say hi. So this is my first Wednesday live. I'll be coming every Wednesday here, coming here on live on YouTube every Wednesday at about, I'm fine, thank you, at about 9 o'clock. So have my coffee. We're out on the balcony. We are overlooking the water and the blue sky and my beautiful little plant babies. And we're just here with my gong. I should start each one with a gong. How about that? Good morning, all. So, I have a lot of things to talk about this morning, and I am going to start with the past videos I've put out, the long videos. I want to kind of catch up on those. With Nala, Mr. Papers, she went down his ear all the way down to his belly to get the squeaker out. So Mr. Papers has got a lot less stuffing in him. Ivory has not much left. And Keratin is about just a rag. So that's the update on Nala's caper. She's the pig, Detective Porkins, he's still doing okay. But you know how that goes. We'll see. Detective Porkins is a lot bigger. So we have that going on. That's the catch up on Nala. Okay, and now what was the other one? The museum. I just love that museum, y'all. If you get a chance, go to it. At first, I thought it was a bit like, oh my God, I'm not going to go through. It was lame at first, I think. And then it said expect to be there about 2 hours. And I'm going, I'm not going to stay. I'm just going to walk through. Thank you for liking it. And I didn't know you could do hearts. Good morning, Cheryl. We're talking about the museum and how much fun we had. Isn't that funny? Cheryl went with me to the museum. We went together, and at first I thought it was like, oh, this is lame. And then it said expect 2 hours. And then we we did the 2 hour thing, and it wasn't like we didn't stop and really look at everything like we could have, but it was a good while. It was a nice, I really enjoyed the museum. It had um, a lot of things in that museum, a lot of real things. Um, I can't believe they have the clown suit from Gacy there. That was amazing. And then they had like part of the 9/11 tragedy. They had part of that, and they had a little room just dedicated, and they had a little movie, and you could sit with in the chairs and watch it. It was on a loop. They had all this, a bunch of stuff from the, the days of the Italian mafia days and Bugsy Siegel days, and they had stuff like that. Bonnie and Clyde. They had all these cars. I mean, this thing has some money put into it. They had the car Bonnie and Clyde was in when they got that. Yeah. Next time, go and be prepared and take a lunch and a stool. Yeah, something to sit on, a folding chair, one of those things you can put on your back. Yeah, it was. It was definitely worth it. And I didn't think at first, I thought it was kind of lame because you walk up to this castle that just is out of place there on where you are in Nashville, in Pigeon Forge. You walk up to this haunted house looking thing. Oh, wow. That's cool too. Um, I went to the place, it's between Nashville and Knoxville, where the plane of, oh, it was some country music stars. One of the Patsy Cline. I went to the site. Her plane went down, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. That museum. It had a lot of really cool displays and things you could read. And you can't take video, but you can take photographs. So I mean, and the things that stick out in my head are the the bicycle of Jean Benet Ramsey's very first bicycle. And there's this little pink bicycle just floating in the air. And that's kind of hit in my brain. And Adam Walsh. There's a lot going on. I've still got to do that Adam Walsh video. And and oh, Ted Bundy's car, one of them. He had many, but one of the cars, it didn't have that front seat in it, in the passenger seat, because on those VW Bugs back then, you could take the seats out and just wash it out. And that was kind of crazy. And Eileen Wuornos, I just couldn't stop thinking about Eileen Wuornos. Um, the fact that like 24 hours before she passed away, she was sitting there on film, on camera, one of those kind Polaroids, and she's just sitting there smiling like just the happiest little thing in the world. Yes, she was a killer, but she should have been on in my opinion, she should have been, and that's in Florida. That's on Florida. She should have been in. Can you all hear me? I guess you can. Patsy Cline. Yep. She would. She went up in. She should have been on Life, but it gave her death. Reminds me of a. It's just sad. The problem is with so many people that are in there is they're in there because of trauma. Trauma, and sometimes trauma brings on an addiction. And all of it, shouldn't we? There's just so much to overhaul. It's like, let's just get rid of those people so we don't have to deal with them anymore. It's more or less what it is. It's just not the way it should be. But that's the way it is. I don't know what the answer to that is. It's not one person. It's going to take a major overhaul, and slowly but surely maybe we'll get there. But so that was, so we got, that was, this is, yep, we're on the DP. Yeah, that's right. They treat the symptoms. They don't treat the cause. They don't treat the cause, and the DP is really in question now in the state of Tennessee. I feel like if some states that are red states and and once they start changing to a more to a different alternative sentencing, once they start, I'm sorry, my hair is just bugging me, but once they start changing to a different method of sentencing, alternate, when they change, I think other states are going to change. But the fact that it was never voted on, it was established, and then the people have to pay the price. I don't think that's a right to have to pay all that money for appeals and everything else. And people are not the ones that did put it on. They didn't vote for it. And then the fact that the medications and things that are used are more than likely purchased on the black market. What makes them anything but like the most dangerous gang? Part of the government's buying stuff on the black market? Really? That's crazy. So that is that's kind of the update. That's kind of the update on some of the DP stuff. Now, so that's Nalah's, that, and then I had my the Colby Ryan thing. That's really cool. I felt good to be able to clean in the pool. I felt good that they'll be able to do the Colby Ryan. Just a little bit about Colby Ryan. Just because I felt bad that everybody associates him with the death, who his father is. And there's a lady I saw, it was on Netflix, and her name is Sherry, and her father did some crimes, and she feels the same way. She does not want to be known as that person's daughter. She wants to be known with her own identity, just like Kobe Bryant. And I want to do one on her too, because this woman, she's written a book, a bestseller. I think Kobe Bryant did too. She is the daughter of someone who did something horrible, and I think she deserves to be who she is. Her voice needs to be heard, and I want to get her book. Yeah. Yeah, she did. She did need therapy. And then the fact that they had her necklace there, oh, it's so sad. And then when they show Eileen Warnos sitting there smiling in pictures on the TV, it's that same photograph that we saw. And it's like, wow, wow. They need to take, well, we do have pictures. I was going to say they need to take pictures of that, because that's a Polaroid and it's not going to last forever. They'll fade with time. But this woman's husband, married, beautiful lady, and she goes and speaks and she talks, and she's an advocate, and her father was BTK, known as BTK, and she's finding out all sorts of things. She thought she had this marvelous childhood, and then she started connecting dots and realized that street sweeper sounds like. I have to wait till they. Yeah, street sweeper. It's on a golf cart. They're pulling it behind them. That's funny. But yeah, so I'm really interested. I've got to watch that again. And yeah, a lot of it, Cheryl, a lot of their symptoms are the fact that they were abused as children. It's a vicious cycle. It's vicious. Like you say, I hate Eileen Warnos' story. Oh, so sad. And yes, we get it. There are people out there who've had that just as bad or worse childhood and they didn't do anything. I understand that. But I'm not talking about having them go free. I'm talking about putting them in as a life sentence with no parole compared to a DP case. That's all. Not every state has a DP. The Rebecca Park case, which is out of Michigan, she went missing. She was pregnant, due any time, went missing past the time of her due date. And everybody kept saying, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? A lot of people on social media got involved and started calling the state police and everything else. And then her family members started coming on people's lives. And it turned out that her mother unalived her and took her baby out of her, and the baby passed too. It's a terrible story, but they're in Michigan. They don't have the DP there, so they get life in prison. So I think all those people that it's so loud out here, y'all. It is morning. People are backing up and mowing. I hope you can hear me. I was gonna put my little thing on. I should have, but it's not working right. Oh, that's Justice Warriors. So anyway, we did that and had there's still so much to talk about on the DP. Okay, good. There's so much to talk about on the DP. But we'll switch now to I'm trying to just do catching up on different things first, and then we'll go settle on a subject. So then that Colby Ryan, and then we went with BTK and that lady. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get that book. And then I want, because that goes right, that book goes right along, and Colby Ryan's book, both of those books will go right along with How Do Mermaids Breathe. So that's going to be one that goes with that. So anyway, now we're going past Colby, and then we're going to my interview with myself. Well, I guess I chit-chatted just a little bit too long because I started putting it together. I use iMovies. I use ChatGPT, and I said, Chat, this is what I want to say, and this is somebody that's going to interview somebody. So this is what I want to say. And he wrote questions that I didn't look at. I didn't know because he took it from the past, because things that I have been involved with, because me and Chat, we're friends. So we chit-chat on a daily basis. I found another lady that said something like that downstairs. She said Chat, and she calls Chat Chatty. I call Chat, I forgot what I call it. It's like kitty cat, chitty chat. I don't know what he called her. So anyway, I hear you just fine. Hey, T-Bop. So I know the lawnmower went quiet. It's like, it's so, you know how it gets in the summertime. They got to do it twice a week. But nobody mows their own lawn here. They have a crew, and every property gets mowed by a crew. So it's always the same height. Everything's the same. So we with that chat with Chat, I kind of put in, okay, I want to interview myself. And so because I get tired of people not realizing what I'm about. And on YouTube, there are so many people that are with the FBI or were with the FBI, and like I watched some lawyers, Lawyer Lee and Emily Baker, and I love, and they are attorneys, and Professor Joe. I watched them, Prof Joe, and they're all in that area. And then I watch a group of men, and they do body language and psychology and what people say, and it's an analysis, and it's a group of 4 men on a panel. And these all people that I watch have either that or experience in it. And I got tired. I was over on another platform, and that platform acted like I was just I didn't have any type of knowledge. I just decided one day to pick up on TikTok and start talking about crime. Well, that's not who I am. That's who a lot of people are, but that's not who I am. And I want to be known for who I am. And there's nothing wrong with that. And so I interviewed myself for a background. And the interviewer was fine. The interviewee talked too much. So Tracey, the interviewee, talked too much. So this whole thing was going to be an hour and a half. So I was like, I got to cut this down into 3 parts. Nobody's going to sit there and listen to me chit chat about myself for an hour and a half. That's a little ridiculous. So I put it in 3. I put it in 3 things, and I've got to work on the other 2. But tomorrow I get to, they have a thing down at Founders Square. Let me show you Founders Square. I don't think I can turn this thing around. Let's see. Okay. We see a screen. See right there? Over there, see that building that's got a little triangle up, a peak? That peak right there? That is Founders Square. And they have a thing from 11 to 1 where you bring your lunch and you bring your stool, just like Cheryl said. You bring your lunch and you bring your stool and you go over and you meet people. They put an age thing on it. I don't know if you can do that, but it said 50 and over. I don't know if you can do that here. I mean, there's a high school right there and the elementary school. There's little kids all over, and I don't know if you can discriminate like that, but in other words, who wants to be with the old people anyway? But I'm gonna have my business card, and I'm gonna be wearing a Cookie and Crying t-shirt. Should I wear my apron? Yeah, should I wear my apron too? Go walking around. No, that'll be too hot, but that's funny. So I'm gonna be going there, and that's Thursday early, and I'll have my cards and hand them out. And that's me handing cards out. That's how I hand cards out. So I'm gonna, how come everybody has a little crown by there? How come y'all have little crowns? 'Cause you're special? I want a crown. I want to have a little crown. So anyway, maybe that means followers. You all are followers. So I put, do you all see the little crowns by your name? So I am going to go do that tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening, down at the clubhouse, I'll show you where the clubhouse is. I don't even have to get up for this one. See right there where the pool is on the palm trees? That's clubhouse. Yeah, I know. It's right there. So it's an international day, and everybody is celebrating where they originate from and bring recipes to share with everybody, a covered dish. So I'm going to that, and I will bring my apron in, and I'll have my cards in my pocket, and I'll just hand them out to everybody that comes. I'll hang out by the food. That's me handing them out, like I'm throwing them like a frisbee. But I'll just hand them out. It's not sponsored by the clubhouse, so I'll just hand them out. And anyway, I did that with a food truck one day. I just stood by the food truck. Close and convenient, it is. Especially when it's really hot, like it's humid now, but the sun's not blasting, and there's cloud coverage where the sun is. but I I can walk downstairs, well, take the elevator downstairs, then go across the lobby and go out that second door, and I'm almost at the clubhouse, so I don't get overheated very. I can go from air conditioning to air conditioning. So anyway, so tomorrow is a big handout day. So today, the FedEx St. Jude Championship will lose its something. So I will go do that and hand out more cards. So I'm building up my subscribers. I need 500. I only need 449 more. Yay. And I'm not gonna, I don't see that as any type of a mountain that I need to climb. I just see it as getting more people. It happens, and I will get them. But I've got to go work for it like anybody else. So that'll be good. That'll be fun. And I've got to get my link tree in order. I take pictures of how my link tree is ordered, and then chat explains to me that I need to do this, and put it in an order, and then put these little icons near it, and this is more, attracts more. So we're going to work on that today. Wednesday's my my morning lives, and then computer day. So not that I don't work on computers every day. I found out Sunday, Sunday, I lost so much power, I couldn't even upload anything to my Mac. And this was plugged in. This phone was plugged in to the Mac. And I tried to use AirDrop. Nope. I tried to email it to myself. Nope. Not even a photograph. So I can't work on Sundays on this. So Sundays are just, if I can get my live camera to work at the lake. Since it's rained and filled up quite a bit, I haven't seen the gators around. They're out frolicking. If you can imagine what a frolicking gator looks like, they must be frolicking. I do love the birds we're getting. But anyway, so that's what's going. That is what's coming. I've got 2 more parts to my episode on me, and then I will be working. My next goal is I was planning to do 3 of these a week. I can't not and do them how I want to do them and include what I want to include. So at first I thought that was a bird. No, I don't know what it was. So not how I want to put it in. So anyway, I've got a lot of work I got to get done on them, and I'm going to end up doing 1 a day, 1 a week with a live, because it's a lot. It is a lot. And Sundays I can't put anything up, obviously. Can't upload it, can't do anything. So anyway, that's what's coming up. And then I want to say something about prayer. I am a person that prays. I understand prayer. And I understand those who want to pray. And prayer is a beautiful thing. And prayer goes back in the Bible very, very long time. And prayer is for everyone, and it's love, and it's to be shared. And you can't take ownership of prayer. You can't take ownership of prayer. You can't create chaos around prayer. Prayer is a good thing. And when someone creates chaos around prayer, we need to pray for them because they're just not getting it, and they need prayer because they need acknowledgement, and they need to be acknowledged. There's something that they need to control, and prayer doesn't need to be controlled. Prayer needs to be an open, honest relationship with God. It's personal, and no one owns it, and it needs to be shared. It needs to be shared. So that's my prayer, and I pray, dear Lord, please give those who need the understanding. Don't make prayer a weapon, please, and don't make it contentious. It needs to be somewhere we can all go to get healing. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So we all need to get healing from it and not make it contentious. Just keep it how it is. And pray for those that don't have that understanding. Yep. Amen. So we have our prayer done. And I wish I had Gary's prayers. So now on Gary Swain Sutton, that's my next project. After I get part 1, 2, and 3 done. By the way, I made cookies out of waffle mix, pancake waffle mix. Brilliant idea on the part of whoever made up that thing. Brilliant idea, and it worked out well. So we had them. I kind of want them a little bit poofier, but they were good. Tasted like sugar and chocolate chips, but they didn't. And the brown sugar, I didn't get enough of the brown sugar taste, but I didn't get a chance to eat them cold because somebody decided, Mr. I'm on a diet, ate them all. I mean, I tried to eat them. I did eat some. But Nalah, of course, can't have chocolate chips, so I had to pick through them and get pieces that weren't mixed in there. I didn't mix the chocolate chips really good in theirs because I wanted to be able to give her some. So next time I'll separate some of the dough, the mixture, and put it in a different place, and then I can make her some non-chocolate chip cookies. I'm not a big chocolate chip eater anyway. Hi Nalah, are you coming out? You got to open the door more. She's scared of the door. Come here, baby. There she is. Who wants to see Nalah? Oh, Nalah, come see everybody. Nope. She's not having the mowers. Oh. She's in there whining. She wants everybody where she wants them. Come here, Nalah. Come say hi to everybody. Nalah. Nalah, say hi. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. So I gotta go eat my toys now. I gotta go murder some squeakers. She's like, I don't know what to do. Can you just leave the door open, please? Daddy, leave the door open, please. The air feels good. She's got to look out the window. This is her window. This is her window to the world. She likes to watch people in the pool and people that drive by. We had to cut the pineapple plant down a lot because she would poke her little eyeballs on it. Nalah, what you doing? What you doing? Huh? What you doing? Nalah, now look. Look, this is what's funny. Look at her hind end. If you look at her hind end, she's got two swirly it looks like eyeballs. It looks like an elephant. See the little whirly twirlies? Hair whirls, and then her tail. It looks just like an elephant or an eyeball thing. It's so funny. Nalah, you so funny. You got a funny back end. Yes, you do. She said, don't look at my back end and show it to everybody. But, yeah, here, let me see your eye. You got a thing on your eye. I try to get anything on her eye that she's not letting me. So, anyway. So, on Gary Wayne Sutton, I've gotten that one done, and there's been movement. It's movement that I appreciate, but it's kind of both two things. One was they wanted the somebody off the case from the prosecution side, and they did not get off the case, but that person wanted no ID claim, and the little Supreme Court in Tennessee decided that he does get to have that ID claim, as the judge did, and they're going to schedule that so that he will have a time for that to go before in that case. So that's good. And so that's good. That's really a good thing. And he will get his ID claim, but I mean, we're talking December. We need to get the this going, you know? We're talking December is when his execution date is. And he never got the trial he should have gotten. And it's trials, and it's a very sad thing. A very sad thing. So anyway, I'll be doing something on that, working on that more. I've worked on it a lot, and I put it to the side because it was too overwhelming. And now I know that, I can do it in parts. So I'll be able to do it in parts, and maybe in themes, like. And if anybody gets a chance to watch, anybody on a replay, watch Beth or listen to Beth Braden Time of Death podcast. I think it's www.timeofdeathpod. And that's where you'll find that. Or you can go to any place you get your podcast. I have Podcaster, and it's there, and it's on any place for a podcast. Time of Death, and it's got it's a sunset, but it's not a beach sunset. It's a mountain sunset. So you see the like typewritten letters in the in the yellow part of the sunset, you'll see a, type, and then you'll see some gray mountains. So it's very, um, it's an artsy type of cover, but that's it. Time to Death podcast. She does a fantastic job. She's right down the middle. She that's a terrible angle, y'all. Oh well. Oh well. It's a terrible angle. So anyway, that it's really nice, and I would say that's probably one of the best ways to get information on Gary Sutton. She's doing a spectacular job, and I really appreciate all the effort, and I really appreciate the middle of the road, the middle of the road information. She does it like it should be done. Not one way or the other, or convince. It's okay, this is what happened, and this just isn't the right way for things to be. Man, that thing is dirty. I took the screen off, and I need to clean that. Look at that. Look at that. That's disgusting. Uh-oh. See, I gotta do things in between things. Who is Carolyn's twin? I'm confused. And now she is Carolyn's twin. Who? No, she's not Carolyn's twin. I don't see that. I don't understand why that would be. I don't understand the comparison. Oh no, she is? Beth got hurt or sick? Oh no. Oh no. Hi, Barbara. Hey, thank you for joining me. Oh, Nala thought I was talking to her. Oh, she hurt her ankle. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't want to call that. I'm trying to find a positive spin on that. And my positive spin is it's making them take time to rest. And they're both still alive. I don't know. I don't want to call it a, but that's terrible. That's terrible. Thank you. It's good to see you over here too. I didn't know. I see, it's so good to see people that, and I noticed that she's Country Ray. She puts up some things too, some interviews and things. So it's just, if you can record it, I guess, without having the TT stuff there, if you can screen record it, I don't know how they do it, but use a different app. I don't know. But our device. But if you can get your live, just keep putting them up there. Keep putting them up there. And you've got great lives, Barbara. You've got great lives. So, just put them up there. You may. I don't know. I'm trying to go to everybody's live and play their stuff. Okay, how do I say hi back and tag you? I don't. Hi back and tag you. You just open your mouth like this. Hi back and tag you. I said it. That's the only no. I don't know how to do it. So the only thing I know how to do is be a smartass. Hi back and tag you. That's how you say it. How do I say hi back? You said hi to me. You just said hi. But do you mean like on your I know. Well, I didn't have an answer, and I'm not very techie. I have to ask chat everything. Chat, I go, chat, how do I get downstairs? You you have such beautiful ears. She has beautiful ears. Come here. Come here. Beautiful ears. Look how good and clean her ear. Whoops. Look how she is. Let's see your beautiful ears. Woo, bat dog. Whoops, she's up too. You want Daddy to come get you? You can't. You don't want to go in there. Then you whine for Mama. Yeah. Okay, now she's asking for something. I don't know. Well, if I was to say tag Christine in saying hi. Oh, like how do you talk to the other person? Okay. How do you talk to the other person? I don't know. Let's see. Can I answer somebody back? Pin message, report, remove, channel activity, add as moderator. Oh! Wow, there's a list. Did you hit? I mean, I can add you all as moderators just like over there. And then I don't know if you have to have, let's try it. You might not want to do it though. Oh, well, when you find out, tell me. When I hit, I don't know what that star is. Oh, that star right there, the little four-pointed star, that's telling me to put makeup on. Retouch on. Yeah, let's take that off because I'll get all sorts of crazy stuff. Oh, I could do a short with that. A movie camera. What's the movie camera? I don't know what that means. No, cancel. Cancel. Go back. No movie camera. Oh, that just takes my face off. Okay. What is this? Green screen. See, I can just do. See, this is a Time of Death podcast with Beth Braden. And you can watch that for Gary Wayne Sutton. And this is me. I'm a justice warrior. So that's part of it. And this is Heather when she had red hair. And we were on Secret Lies and Private Eyes. And that was us. Now, what else do I have on here? Oh, this is fun. And this is my book, Dr. Charles Harlan, The Tragic Journey of His Victims. That's Dr. Charles Harlan. He is a sick individual, yet, however, he is long past. The Most Dangerous Gang. I am a co-writer on this book with Heather. And Framed in the Smokies, The Wrongful Conviction of Gary Wayne Sutton, which I am also co-author on. And this is the Holly Bobo Trial Guide. This is, I'm redoing that book, so it's not available, but it still shows on Amazon. And I want you to know how I made this color. The background of the wood is not my background. Yeah, yes, it is. So the wood part, this is how I made it. I found a photograph of a rose. Then I outlined it in pen. And then I got watercolor and I painted it with watercolor and highlighted it. And I did the same for the leaves. And then I cut it out. I cut it out. So just the rose and the leaves were left. And then I put water on it so it would distort and move, so it made shadows. And then I put in the letters after I took photographs of that. And that's the Holly Bobo Trial Guide. Oh, and this is what I just put up. Oh, you all. This is my Dylan, who passed away. And then this is Nalah, who is with us now. And this is my cadaver dog handbook, just so you know that I have a cadaver dog handbook. And that's not mine. Y'all, this green screen stuff is great. Wow, that green screen stuff is awesome. I really like it. Now I'm done. I don't want green screen anymore. So that was pretty cool. It was so easy to do compared to the other platform. My lighting is on, so I can pin a message and do things like that. Wow, that's really fun. Okay, little crowns mean top fans, so you all are my top fans. You're a fan, top fan. Friends, not fans, but friends. Anyway, so this has been so, y'all, if you didn't know this, it is so nice to be able to go online and have my friends on here. It's awesome. I mean, it's like old home week. But like I'm watching Cheryl's so that she can get her view hours. She's watching somebody swim. Somebody's in the pool. Oh, somebody's walking with a dog. So I want to get everybody that's, I want to get those people who have things up their hours, because you get qualified view hours. So I've done Ray, I've done Cheryl, but I need to do a longer video on Cheryl's. And now I'll do yours, Barbara. And it's really neat to see that you can do it just like on the other platform. It's the same, but more relaxing. You know what I mean? So much more relaxing. It's not so busy. It's not so ADHD in my head. But we've got a lot of good stuff planned coming up that I can put up as videos and then shorts. And then once I get all that going, like I say, I need 500 subscribers to put 3 videos up in 90 days. Yeah, I do that. I'll get my subscribers, and then I have one more option that I can get either 3,000 qualified hours of people watching before I can start monetizing, which I'm not there yet. but I'm working towards it, and it's a goal that I can obtain very easily. I mean, I'm not going to be a huge YouTube sensation, but I definitely will be able to get some things. You know, hey, $50 here or there makes me happy. It makes me happy, and I'll be there. We can all get there. It is nerve wracking, Barbara. It is nerve wracking. And I have been so much just saying it. My I can feel I'm I smile sometimes because it loosens up the muscles in your neck. But just talking about TT, I start getting a headache. I was hurting myself over there. It was getting so bad that I was actually getting headaches. And I am so happy and so relaxed doing what I'm doing now. And it's just beautiful. Thank you. This is my interviewer sweater. So when you watch my interview, I am the interviewer in pink, and I am the interviewee in green. And guess who picked? I have three. I have black, pink, and green photos. You just take a whole, I think I took like 15 of different poses for thumbnails. And you might be big time. I mean, it's just like, I can feel when someone starts talking about the drama there, I can just feel it coming up the back of my neck. T-Bob, it's horrendous. Your comma usage is horrendous. Love your sweater, by the way. Yeah, it's horrendous. And the fact that you put ho, H-O, you yelled at me. Oh, that's so funny. But I am no guru on commas. No guru on commas. But so I have my homework cut out for me. I have to get my Wednesday's job is to get those cards done. And my hair needs to be cut again. It's looking too big. I tried to dye it, DYEIT, and I picked the color out. Normally, my husband picks the color out, and I always go when he picks the color out. So I went and picked the color out. It's not what I want. Not even close. What? You like that? No, I like that. So she thinks I'm talking to her. But, and he does great with paint too. But I've had surgeries on my eyes, so I might not see color correctly. So anyway, I'm a redhead for right now. And he goes, do you want me to go get you some different color? And I'm thinking, oh God, it must be terrible. But I'm not that worried about it. Comma Coma. Yeah, that's a book, Christine. The Comma Coma. It is a book. Yep. It's a book that that I've used as a reference guide many times. But, so, I've got my hour up, and I'm going to get all of my stuff done and order that book from Amazon. You know, I don't even have my own books. I bought one. I bought the Dr. Charles Harlan book. I need to give, I need to have Heather send me copies of my book because it's not under my Amazon, it's under hers. So you can't get the discount. And I don't want to pay that price for it. I don't want to pay that price. So I'll get her to send me the two, and then, or the three. Yeah, I have copies of them like in a file, you know, a manuscript file, but that's not the same as having them with a little jacket on and, oh, not the jacket, but the cover. So I need to do that. Um, but I want to buy that lady's book too. I want to buy it. Anyway, we are got that going. So I've got a busy schedule. I just don't get it done as quickly as I'd like to. You too. You too. Everybody have a blessed day. And it's nice to have everybody on here. Like I say, I've watched Ray's and I've watched Cheryl's, and now I need to watch Barbara's and go and give them qualified hours, you know? So I need to make sure I do that. And I can put it on the big TV. That's the cool part. Yeah, it is a good start to a new adventure. It's kind of the same. It's really the same, very much, but yes, all of you. Yes, yes, yes. My, everybody. I'm using my new term for everybody, sweet pea, which I've used forever, but not on social media. But bye, my little sweet peas. See you next Wednesday live. Until then, go and watch my other videos. And you can find out more about me and what I'm about. So replay, people. This is for replay. So you're just as important as these friends who have come to my very first Wednesday live. So you all have a good day. And take care, and I'll see you. I'm not going to say see you next crime. There's another creator that does that, and I'm not saying that, but see you next time. Bye.